Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are on page 191 of your student journal, and our objective or our goal for today is, today I will solve two-step word problems. Okay, so we actually did this in our last video. The difference is today, if you look at the title of our lesson, today says we're going to have addition, subtraction, multiplication two-step word problems. So that's the big difference today, is that now we're going to have some multiplication in there. Now, if you've been using Reflex and you know your basic facts really well, that's great. Then you could just write the answer when we do multiplication. If you're still learning your multiplication facts and you need to use an array, that's fine. Then you can use an array. So you have a couple strategies. You either know your multiplication facts or you draw an array to solve them. Okay, so here's my first problem. I'm going to get started. My first problem says, Devin is having his windows replaced in his house. There are 14 windows that need replacing. 5 new windows have already been installed. If it takes 4 hours to install each window, how long will it take to replace the rest of the windows? Okay, I'm going to read that one more time. So Devin is having his windows replaced in his house. I've had that in my house, so I can picture that. We all know what windows are. There's 14 windows that need replacing. 5 new windows have already been installed, so that means they've already put them in. If it takes 4 hours to install each window, how long will it take to replace the rest of the windows? Okay, so I'm going to kind of really pay attention to my numbers. And I know it's going to be a two-step word problem, so I'm going to have my 2 steps. So I'm going to first start with how many windows is the rest of the windows need to be. So if he had 14, but they already installed 5, how many windows are left? That's what I want to figure out. How many do they have to install? So 4 take away 5 I can't do. I could borrow, but that's kind of a basic fact. So 14 take away 5 is 9. So if they have 9 windows left, that's how many windows they have to do. So 9 windows left. Okay, so if 9 windows have to be installed, and it takes 4 hours for each window, that's a multiplication problem. 9 times 4. So 9 windows and 4 hours each, that would be multiplication. So again, you might know your facts. If you don't know your facts, you need to do an array. So this, I would have 9 groups of 4. So 1, 2, that's 4, that's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups, 6 groups, 7 groups, 8 groups, and I'm running out of room, so I'm going to go over here 9 groups. So I have 9 groups of 4, and I could count them if I need to, if I don't know what 9 times 4 is. So I know that 9 times 4 is 36. So it's going to take 36 hours to install those 9 windows, and that's our answer. Okay, let's look at our next problem. At a festival, Sanjay rode the tilt-a-wheel 3 times and the flying swings 7 times. If each ride cost 5 tickets, how many tickets did he use? Okay, so I've been to like a festival or a carnival, so I can kind of picture this. Although I would never go on those rides. I wouldn't go on a tilt-a-wheel or a flying swing. So let's see. At the festival, Sanjay rode the tilt-a-wheel 3 times, which means he went on it 3 different times, and the flying swing 7 times. If each ride cost 5 tickets, how many tickets did he use? Okay, so it's a 2-step word problem, so I'm going to cut that in half. So first, I'm going to find out how many rides he went on. Well, if he went on the tilt-a-wheel 3 times and the flying swing 7 times, he went on 10 rides. That's what he did. He went on 10 rides. Well, if each ride costs 5 tickets, that would be a multiplication problem. So 10 times 5. Okay, or or 5 times 10 because that means the same thing. So 10 fives is 50. So he would have needed 50 tickets to go on those 10 rides. Okay, let's try some together. We're on page 192, and here is our first problem. Glenn bought 6 boxes of chocolate and 4 boxes of caramels. If each box has 9 pieces of candy inside, how much candy did he have all together? Okay, so let's read it one more time so we can really picture this. And I definitely love boxes of chocolates. These chocolates are my favorite. So, okay, Glenn bought 6 boxes of chocolate and 4 boxes of caramels. If each box has 9 pieces of candy inside it, how much candy did he have all together? Okay, so we know it's a 2-step, right? So let's look at our 2-step problem. And we have, our first is, how many boxes of chocolates do we have? So we have, he has 6, or how many boxes of candy? So he has 6 boxes of chocolate and 4 boxes of caramels. So he has 10 boxes total of candy. He's a lucky guy. Okay, so now that he has his 10 boxes of candy, it says each box has 9 pieces in the box. So that's multiplication because it's that each. So he has 10 boxes and they each have 9 pieces. So it's 10 times 9 or 9 tens. So 9 tens is 90. So he has 90 pieces of candy all together. We definitely want to be his friend. Okay, let's look at our next one. Marco and his friend Diego went to the store to buy some baseball cards. Each baseball card cost $7. How much did they spend if Marco bought 3 cards and Diego bought 6 cards? Okay, let's read it one more time. So Marco and his friend Diego went to the store to buy some baseball cards. Each baseball card cost $7. How much did they spend if Marco bought 3 cards and Diego bought 6 cards? Okay, well, I think what we should do first is find out how many cards they bought. So if Marco bought 3 and Diego bought 6, didn't they buy 9 cards total? That's how much they bought total, 9 cards. And so they have 9 cards and they each cost $7. That's multiplication. So 9 times 7. That's kind of a harder basic fact that some people kind of don't learn their 9s very fast. So again, you could do an array if you don't know it, but I know that 9 times 7 is 63. So they spent $63 buying their baseball cards. That's how much money they spent. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, remember that you're always going to have 2 steps. So make sure you set up your page for 2 steps as you work on the next few pages on your own. Have a great day. Bye-bye.